Welcome back.
So welcome back. So today we're going to make coconut cream pie. So one of my cousins is absolutely a fanatic of this coconut cream pie. My dad used to make it for him all the time when he came, and he'd just love it. So he's coming into town this weekend. We're going to do a half marathon. So to surprise him, we're going to make a coconut cream pie. So before we get started, here's a little joke for you. So why were the coconuts afraid to go to the ballet? Because they were afraid of the nutcracker. Ha, ha, ha. All right, terrible, terrible. So without further ado, let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking. I want the butter and the ice.
To start, in a large bowl, we're going to make the crust by taking 1 1/4 cups of flour, and we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to add a half a cup of cold cubes of butter.
Perfect.
I hate it.
Then we're going to scrunch the butter into the flour until we get a breadcrumb-like substance.
Swish.
You can also put this in a food processor and blend this together. It works a lot faster, but in this case, we're just going to do it by hand. Either way, at this point, we're going to add 1/4 cup of cold water. We just want enough water for the dough ball to form a ball. Then we're going to set this guy in the fridge and let him chill for about 4 hours, but it's best if you let him sit there and chill overnight. Once that guy has rested and got his sleep, we're going to take him out, throw him on the flour counter, and roll him out. In this case, the dough crumbled apart.
Yeah, I'll eat this big pipe. I'm making dog treats.
You make dog treats?
Yeah, for me.
If that happens to you, just don't push forward like me. Add some ice cold water and mix it in because it's probably a little too dry, and throw it back into the fridge for a little bit and get that temperature of the dough back down. But in this case, we were still able to piece the dough back together in the pie pan.
I'm not eating it all. I'm just eating a little bit. I get a big piece. Yeah.
What was left of it, at least, after the crust monster ate a bunch. Normally you would have enough to roll in the edges of the crust and then crimp them, but we don't have enough crust left. At this point, you can add pie weights, tri-beans, or rice to keep the crust from shrinking and falling down the sides. But in this case, we don't have much crust to hold up, so we're just going to throw this in the oven at 350 degrees for about an hour, or until the crust is a nice golden brown color. While that guy is baking, we're going to start making a filling. So we're going to start by adding 3 cups of milk to our pot, then add 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract,
I can eat the rest.
2 tablespoons of butter, and 1/3 cup of cornstarch. We also want to add 3 egg yolks, but we forgot to add that, which really, you don't have to have them, but it does give the pie a richer flavor. Then we're going to mix that all up and throw it on the stovetop.
I'm going to make my sign, okay?
You're gonna what?
I'm going to make my sign.
We're going to continuously stir this until it thickens up. At that point, we're going to add 1 cup of shredded coconut and stir that in. Then we're going to set that to the side. Next up is the optional step, but it makes the pie look really good and it adds a little bit of extra flavor. So we're going to take a skillet and add about 1/4 cup of shredded coconut, and we're just going to stir this every once in a while. We just want to toast this, so once it becomes a light brown color around the edges, we're ready to go. So once it becomes a light brown color around the edges, we're ready to go. Then, once you have all that, we're going to take our cooked pie crust and pour our coconut pie filling into it, and then dust it with our toasted coconut.
All right, so there we have our pie. So we also have Ben in town now. So without further ado, let's get taste testing.
All right.
Are you gonna just stab that pie out? What do you think of it?
Oh, I love it, but you already know that for sure. It's by far one of my favorite pies. But yeah, I'm a huge coconut fan, so I love it. It's a good flavor.
Indeed. What do you think, Al?
Good.
Good?
The flavor inside tastes good.
Yeah. So it's absolutely delicious. The crust did not turn out as well as one would expect because someone ate a little bit too much as we were making it, as you saw in the video. But other than that, it's absolutely delicious. The coconut on top does add a nice look to it. So it does look pretty fancy, like something you would get at a restaurant. Overall, absolutely delicious. So if you like this video, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified every time we make a new video. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.